So this is the Lab 2. Here we will create a team with a channel and then we'll design a business process for managing the absence. Then we'll test the absence process. And there's an optional activity as well. So I will park that for you to do it on yourself, right? Do it by yourself. So this optional thing I would leave. Rest three I'll follow and you can follow with me and you can take this video as your reference. So here what we'll do, we will create a team and then we will create a process. This is what we would be doing. We'll create a team with a channel, we'll build a process, and we'll test the process. The feedback form and bad rating and tester form and flow, this is optional. So maybe if this Lab 2A, you can check on yourself by yourself, you can do it later. So let's focus on these three for now. So let's go to team. Here you will find team and just click on that. Just for the confirmation, I would always suggest to give it a check which ID it is using to log in. So on the right hand side, on the top, here, you should always check. Okay, this is the landing page, and here I have this ID, which is my tenant ID for the lab. Always make sure that you are logged in with the lab ID, not your work ID. Now this is the team that is logged in. So ignore this part. This is from a different lab that I was testing. So just leave it. Let's go to here on the top. So you see this new message and underneath, uh, beside it, there is a down arrow. Click on that and you can create a new team. Okay. So now here, put your first name and then you can put it like human resources and let's here what is the first channel we want to put. We can put it as general or we can put it apps, right? I'll uh, okay. Great. Now my channel is created. Now we have to build a process. If you go here, you will see your channel and this is the channel. Now I want to connect this channel to a process, correct? So first of all, let's go here and I will see automate. So I have to see more. I have actually this open. So I'll go here to power automate. And this one I would keep on clean. So here is Power Automate. Now here I want to create a process, correct? So let's go and create. You can go from here, My Flow, and you can start with the Cloud Flow, or you can go to create and you can create a automated Cloud Flow. That depends, whichever you prefer. Uh, I'll go from here and I'll put the name log absences. Right here. How the flow would be triggered? So how this would be, this flow would be triggered? The log absence would be triggered when a new channel message is added. So I'll select this and I'll create. So right now it's not connected. So if you can see this page, don't worry. You might need to log in first to bring out your team. So normally it takes by default, but just for the refreshing purpose, I'm signing in again. Okay. So here is my resource. This is the one I created. And then inside that, I have also a channel created that is apps. So I have updated my team and the channel here. Now we have to add a action. So let's start with adding an action. So what I want to do is post a message in a chat or a channel. That is Microsoft Team, and post a message in a channel. So I would select this, right? Now, which one I want to go for? Okay, to me, it look both same. Nine. Let me select them. So post as a flow boat and then post in where you want to post in. So I would say chat with the flow bot and who should be received immediately. So I'll put my email address, copy it here. It's my address here. Right. So put it here. And this should be normally someone from the HR team. And then you can enter a message. What do you want to enter? Right. So in the message field, let's say uh, like what message I want to give. So it's from device, message from the body content of the message. Message from user display name. So it would, so who have posted that message, according to that, it would come, right? And then message body content, message body content. So what that person has posted there. So, and if I want to say like as that you on me, right? And then what message that person has posted in the channel. Now it looks good. If we want, we can rename it notify the HR about the new request. Yeah. So This looks good. So a message is done here, submitted, and then the HR is notified. Now let's create one more event. This would be creating an event in the Outlook. So you see there are many versions, get event, V2, get event. So I would say create event. Okay, let me sign in. So these are inbuilt connector, right? So this is connecting me. Okay, so let me see my calendar. I'll simply select calendar. Oh, that's fine. Okay, and then what would be the start time? So when this event would be created, that would be the start time, right? Mhm. Yes, it would let you create your own function. Return the current timestamp as a string. Right here. And when is the end time? Let's do the same here. Which time it is. So we have taken UTC. So I'll put UTC here. It should be there, right? Dublin. We are taking the Dublin time. Our flow is ready. However, there are still a chance that we can go for control. Everyone, let's say in one message, I have mentioned two people like Shruti and Raman, both would be on leave. So both this action should happen to both of the requestee. So that is why we can add here one control. And that control would say that apply to each. Now, to apply to each to whom? Who are mentioned in the message, right? So we'll add this actions here. We can simply drag and drop. Try here. Okay. Normally it doesn't take this long. Give me a minute. Yeah. And here. So this both action would happen to everyone, right? For each. So everyone who is mentioned in the message. Now it is time to check the process. Before we start, should always save it so the changes can be applied. Now let's test it quickly. So what we can do here is we will save it and then we can go to test. Either you can go to test here or you can directly try it. Testing means it would show here if any of this step fails. Now we have added a condition about the mention. So that means when we put a message, it should have a mention like this, right? So let's, so this could be that employee who is uh, applying for the leave, but I have only me at this moment, right? And they, so let's say I am the team leader and I put someone in my team that that person is not feeling well today. Now what should happen? That it should bl- put a marker on my calendar, something like this. And it should also put a message in the workflow to um, the HR. So something like this. And here, once it would be complete, I should be able to see the flow completed. Now, testing here is a benefit that I can see all my tasks is successfully completed. That means on my calendar, I should have a new block calendar here. As this one you can see here. So I would highly recommend you do on your own and you would be able to see this. So you see here I have from 1:53 to 1:53 a.m. and here it is 1:47. So a new block is created here and also I can see a new message here, right? This one. So a new message information to the HR and a block in the calendar. We can, though there is a lot of scope in optimizing this workflow, but this is a demo session, a demo lab. So I'll leave it here and maybe later on we can explore more. So there is another part in this lab that I'll let you do on your own. That is optional and we'll move to the next lab.